What if myths? The Ember Sword, wielded by the fire god Guyra, versus the emerald studded sword, which was held by King Solomon among his really impressive arsenal. This is fire god's wrath versus anti-magic precision. Now, one burns with divine rage, the other silences magic with a single cut. This is in essence the Ember Sword versus the Emerald Studded Sword. This is heat versus hex-break. This is blade versus blaze. So forged in the heart of Guyra's domain, the Ember Sword is no ordinary weapon. It's a furnace made of flesh, a blade that breathes fire. Wielded by this god of fire, this weapon does more than cut, it incinerates. With each swing, it unleashes searing waves of heat. A wielder can summon firestorms, scorching entire battlefields and divine flame. And while others burn, the bearer remains untouched, immune to all fire-based attack. It is raw, wild, unforgiving. This power meant to consume, not to calculate. Now, the emerald-studded sword doesn't roar, it hums. It's quiet, focused, deadly. This is something definitely you would see in Solomon's repertoire. Totally makes sense for this guy. Its edge is laced with ancient ruins. Each emerald turned to dispel magic on contact. This is important. Where ember explodes, the emerald dispels. A single cut from this blade creates wounds that ignore healing magic. No spells, no divine blessings, only a potion can save the mark. This is a sword for a strategist, for the slayer of mages, demons, or cursed kings. It doesn't just wound your body, it shuts off your escape plan as well. Now, looking at these two, if I go to battle, this Ember Sword is all about first strikes. This is going to be firestorms rippling across the field, the sky turns gray, the ground cracks open. But the wielder of the Emerald Studded Sword doesn't have to panic. They don't need magic to survive. They just need one good strike. A dash through the flame, an emerald blade cuts deep. Suddenly, the fire god's regeneration falters, no spell restores the wound, and the longer the battle goes on, the more lethal that cut becomes. The Ember Sword is overwhelming, but the Emerald Studded Sword is surgical. In open war, fire always wins, but in one-on-one combat, I'm going with this Emerald Studded Blade every single time by attrition. Now, the Emerald Studded Sword wins not because it's stronger, but because it's a smarter blade. Fire consumes, but this is a blade about precision. So if I have to run these up against each other 100 times, I'm going to say 65% of the time that this Emerald Studded Beauty comes out on top.